March is finally approaching us, and with this brand new month, we can expect a brand new set of bugs, fish, and sea creatures to catch in Animal Crossing New Horizons. So in today's video, I'll be going over all the brand new bugs, fish, and sea creatures for the month of March for the Northern Hemisphere, so let's get right into it. So to start off today's video, if you are from the Southern Hemisphere and you do want an in-depth guide for all the brand new bugs, fish, and sea creatures for the month of March for the Southern Hemisphere, check out the link down below to my other video. And if you do want to stay up to date with all the brand new bugs, fish, or sea creatures every single month for either the Northern or Southern Hemisphere, make sure you hit the subscribe button because I do post these monthly. So to start off, I quickly want to go over all the different bugs, fish, and sea creatures leaving at the end of the month. So if you don't have any of these, make sure you get them before the month ends. All the information for these sea creatures, bugs, and fish leaving at the end of the month will be on the screen. So starting off with the fish leaving at the end of the month of March, we have the bitterling, yellow perch, stringfish, sturgeon, sea butterfly, and the football fish. The only two that should be kind of hard from this list is the sturgeon and the stringfish. The stringfish is the hardest out of the two, and this one actually can only be found at the river cliff tops, so you have to make a river on the highest point on your island, and then you can find the stringfish there. This did take me a while to catch, but after enough fishing, I did catch it. And the stringfish is only available from 4 PM to 9 AM, so make sure you're trying to catch it in that time. And then as for the sturgeon, this one can be found all day around your island, so it doesn't actually have a predetermined time. And this one can only be found at the river mouth on your island, so the area where it kind of gets rocky at the end of either side of the river, that's where you can find the sturgeon. This one is definitely not as hard to catch as the stringfish, but it's still hard to catch, but if you do enough fishing at the river mouth on your island, this shouldn't take too long. And then as for the bugs leaving at the end of the month, we only have one, and that is the emperor butterfly. This one can be found flying around your island just like any other butterfly. This one shouldn't be too hard to catch. And then as for sea creatures leaving at the end of the month, we only have one, and that is the red king crab. This one should be a little bit difficult to catch, but not too hard. The key to finding this one is to look for very fast moving objects in the water, since that's what the swimming speed for this one is. But yeah, besides that, this one shouldn't take too much time. Those are all the different bugs, fish, and sea creatures leaving at the end of the month, so make sure you get them before the month ends since they won't be around for a good while. And then next up we have the brand new fish this month, so if I'm going too fast for your liking at any point in the video, all the information I'm talking about will be on the screen for you to see. Starting off, we have the tadpole. This one sells for 100 bells at the Nook's Cranny. This one can be found at the pond around your island, and this one has a shadow size of tiny, and this one is available all day around your island. Next up we have the loach. This one sells for 400 bells at the Nook's Cranny. Shadow size for this is a small, and this one can be found at the river around your island all day around your island. And next up we have the cherry salmon, which sells for 1,000 bells at the Nook's Cranny. This one can be found at the river cliff top on your island, and what that means basically is that you have to have a river or a pond on one of the cliffs on your island. So basically, if you're trying to catch this one, you have to go to a river or a pond on the 3rd or 4th layer on your island, and then you can catch it from there. And the shadow size for this is medium to small, and this one is available from 4 PM to 9 AM around your island. And next up we have the char. This one can also be found at the river cliff top pond on your island. This one sells for 3,100 bells at the Nook's Cranny. This one has a medium to small shadow size and is also available from 4 PM to 9 AM around your island. And next up we have the golden trout. This one sells for 15,000 bells at the Nook's Cranny. Shadow size for this is medium to small, and this one can be found at the river cliff top on your island and is also available from 4 PM to 9 AM around your island. The golden trout is arguably the hardest fish to catch in the game, mainly because of its price point that it sells for at the Nook's Cranny, meaning it has a low spawn rate, and also where it can spawn on your island. This can spawn at the river cliff top on your island, which means it can only spawn at a river on the 3rd or 4th layer like I mentioned earlier. Unlike the cherry salmon or the char, this one can only spawn at the river on the cliff top rather than the river and the pond. And I'm going to be honest, this one took me a very long time to catch, but with enough fishing and enough fish bait, I did catch this one. And the final new fish coming to the month of March for the Northern Hemisphere is the bared knife jaw. This one sells for 5,000 bells at the Nook's Cranny. This one can be found at the sea around your island. Shadow size for this is medium to small and is available all day around your island. That's it for all the brand new fish this month. The only one that should be hard to catch from all of these is the golden trout. And if you're struggling trying to catch that golden trout, the only recommendation I have that helped for me was using a lot of fish bait. So try and go on Nookazon and buy some fish bait, or go around your island harvesting clams for fish bait. And next up, we have all the new bugs for the month of March. Starting off, we have the yellow butterfly. This one sells for 160 bells at the Nook's Cranny. You can find this one flying around your island, and this one is available from 4 AM to 7 PM around your island. Next up, we have the tiger butterfly. This one sells for 240 bells at the Nook's Cranny. This one can also be found flying around your island, and this one is available from 4 AM to 7 PM around your island. Next up, we have the peacock butterfly. This one can sell for 2,500 bells at the Nook's Cranny. This one can only specifically spawn next to hybrid flowers, and you'll see it flying around hybrid flowers, and this one is available from 4 AM to 7 PM around your island. And next up we have the mantis. This one sells for 430 bells at the Nook's Cranny. You can find this one on top of flowers around your island, and this one is available from 8 AM to 5 PM. And next up we have the orchid mantis, which sells for 2,400 bells at the Nook's Cranny. You can find this one on top of flowers as well, but specifically only white flowers, and this one is available from 8 AM to 5 PM around your island. And next up we have the honeybee. This one sells for 200 bells at the Nook's Cranny. This one can be found flying around your island similar to the butterflies, and this one is also available from 8 AM to 5 PM around your island. And next up we have the stink bug. This one sells for 120 bells at the Nook's Cranny. This one can be found on top of flowers around your island, and this one is available all day around your island. And next up we have the man-faced stink bug. This one sells for 1,000 bells at the Nook's Cranny. This one can be found on top of flowers as well, and is available from 7 PM to 8 AM around your island. And next up we have the ladybug. This one sells for 200 bells at the Nook's Cranny. This one can be found on top of flowers around your island, and is available from 8 AM to 5 PM around your island. That's it for all the brand new bugs this month. All of these should be relatively easy to get. And next up, we have all the brand new sea creatures this month. Starting off, we have the Turban Shell, which sells for 1,000 bells at the next cranny. Shadow size for this is small, swing speed for this is slow, and this one is available all day around your island. And next up, we have the Chambered Nautilus, which sells for 1,800 bells at the next cranny. This one has a medium shadow size, also has a slow swing speed, and is available from 4 PM to 9 AM around your island. And next up, we have the Umbrella Octopus. This one sells for 6,000 bells at the next cranny. Shadow size for this is small, and this one's swimming speed is quick long lunges, and this one is available all day around your island. And next up is the Firefly Squid. This one sells for 1,400 bells at the next cranny. This one has a tiny shadow size, and this one has a slow swing speed, and is available from 9 PM to 4 AM around your island. And finally, we have the hardest one to catch out of all of these, which is a Spider Crab. This one sells for 12,000 bells at the Nook's Cranny, and it has a huge shadow size, and the swimming speed for this one is quick, and this one is available all day around your island. That's it for all the brand new deep sea creatures this month. The only one that should be hard to catch is a Spider Crab, but besides that, all of these should be relatively easy to catch. And that pretty much sums up today's video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please drop a like on the video and subscribe if you're new here. And yeah, I'll catch you next time. Peace.